Alright, hello all of you sad people that did not get to go on the field trip with us. This is what you're going to be doing today. So what I've left over for you is something called the Droste Effect. So what you are going to do is you are going to open up your home drive. Mine is in a different location, but I've taken this Droste PBK file and inserted it into your home drive for you. So you should find a file that looks like this. Go ahead and click on it or double click on it. What you're going to find is this blank screen. It's kind of like a subdivision of Photoshop, but it's its own effect. What the Droste Effect is this kind of infinite loop of pictures. This is the company that first started it. It was for cocoa powder, and you have this woman here that's holding the cup with the company logo, which has the box, which is holding the cup which has the box on a tray. So this image kind of repeats itself over and over. So you get these like infinity looking style pictures. Depending on what you use for your picture, it might be something really weird, or it might be something kind of nice like this woman holding the picture of herself. So the way to do this is very simple. In this Droste Effect filter, you go to File, Load Image, and then you find a picture that you have taken in class or something that you've downloaded that you would like to try. I have all sorts of different pictures in here, so let me go ahead and use this one of my wife and myself. Oh, I guess I can't use that. It's too big. So if you find that, then you're going to have to find a different picture. I did not know that there was a file size limit, so here's this one. Now look, this picture is zoomed in really, really far. So if I go to zoom and I go to 50%, I'll be able to see more of the picture. All you have to do to start the effect is click Build and Run. So if I click this button right here that's called Build and Run, it's going to start the effect. Now you don't see it because it's so far zoomed in, but all of these sliders here in the menus, I can change these to change the effect. So once I start messing around with these filters, or these sliders, I will change the effect rather drastically. So now I'm getting into creating that infinity loop. If I create the outside one, moving it around more. Now once I get into this one right here called Curiosity, if I move this one, it changes where the center is, and it changes how many parts are coming through. If you want to get it back to that original one, you have to click on the menu and just type in 1. That is where you have it like this, where it's kind of all square. Depending on what you're trying to do, you might want it something like this. Strands will also give you something rather different, because this is how many strands of the picture are looped around. Zoom float kind of zooms it in and out, and rotate will kind of move it around in a circle. So depending on what you're trying to do, you're going to get something different every time. There's a lot of different sliders here. Levels is how many times the picture actually appears going from the center. So even though I've increased this to 12, you might not see all of them. Now I'm increasing this one to 12, so this is the interior part. So you're going to see more and more, but it kind of blocks out some spots. So depending on what you want, this is more of a personal preference one, and it is rather easy to do. I want you to create 4 of these, and then you will save them and submit them to Google Classroom. To save them, you come up here and go to File, go to Save Image As. Please do not select Save Filter As. If you save the filter, it saves it as a PBK file. I can't view that, and neither will you. So you need to click Save Image As. Now it's probably going to save it as a PNG file initially. You can change it to a JPEG if you'd like, and then name it something. So I'll just name it Droste, and I will save it in my home drive here. So if I minimize and I go over to my home drive, I'll look for my Droste file, and there's my finished picture. So again, you're making 4 of these and submitting them to Google Classroom.